Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tel Cockerel, Friday the 13th of December. Jose is a few minutes late because Jose was applying the final touches to his out of office, which has just gone on, and Jose is now out of office till the 6th of January. Whoopie-doo! Nice bit of leave, Looking forward to it. A bit of rest time. I hope you are all well. I hope people with ailments are getting better. I don't wish any more illnesses on anybody at all. It's that time of the year that you just wish everybody's ills away. So, for those that have not been well, I hope that you are in recovery and you're recovering. And like I said, I wish everybody all the very best. I've been making a note of who I can see on screen at the moment, and I've been trying to do this in the background whilst I've been getting this set up, and I believe that we currently have got 22 watching. Currently have 10. Finn's here now as well. Currently have 10 in the show. I've added to the screen. I'm going to add Finn. That'll make 11. So let's go through it as people. I've got Adrian, Johnny Bethnal Green, Graham Drula, Rinketic, Queen Ellie, Ryan G, Jimmy Hotspur, Kuva, Carl, Ian, and Finn are the ones that I have seen. So I will go in and I'll say hello to everybody. So Adrian, I know the first one here was Senor Shea. Senor Shea saying, oi, oi, Jose. Look at that. He's getting the old lingo. He's getting ready for his travels. He's got all the lingo. He's getting it all down on point. Nice to see Mr. Shea. I hope you are well, sir. Adrian, good afternoon. Jose Tol, good afternoon, Adrian. I hope you are well. Miss Queen Ellie, I hope you're feeling better, Queen. Miss your dulcet tones on screen. Look at that, man. The boy's a poet. Good afternoon, my Spanish senor. I'm here early today, Jose. I just did the promo push. Thank you very much. Johnny Bethnal Green. Hola, Jose y Páganos. Buenas tardes, Juanito El Vasco. Buenas tardes. I hope you're well, sir, and everyone in your household. Drula, afternoon, Jose and the Cockerel and the Cockerets crew. Hope you're all well. Good afternoon, Drula. Hope you and everyone in your household are well. Rinketic simply says, Jose the Goat. Rinketic, I hope you are well too, my friend. And then we have Graham is here. Graham says, good afternoon, Jose. I hope you're well. I am. Just said I've signed off for 3 weeks. Who else we got? We've got Ryan G. Says, good afternoon, Jose. Smash the likes. We have got people saying hello to each other. And then we have Jimmy Hotspur. Says, big up, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Jimmy. I hope you're well, sir. Kuva. It was all going so well, climbing up the table to within the reach of the top spot. Then I decided to have a Spursy week, and I got my worst ever score, FML. Carl Simpson is here. Says, good afternoon, Jose, and everybody in the chat. Good afternoon, Carl. Ian Meff's here. Afternoon, all. Good afternoon, Ian. I'm trying to catch up. You got Finn Rickwood here. Says, big up, Jose. And I believe that Finn, you must have broken up. Finn must have broken up today too. I know, Ryan G says, same here, Jose. We're happy holidays. Does that mean you've broken up as well today, Ryan? So you're off for 3 weeks as well. If you are, enjoy your break, mate. Enjoy your break. Carl Simpson's still got 5 more days. I hope they go quickly. The Wiz is here. And Neil is here. Let's add the Wiz. Let's me find the Wiz. I've got the Wiz there. Let's add the Wiz to the show. And I need to add Neil, because I can now see that Neil's here. Good afternoon to you both, gentlemen. I hope you're both well. I hope you're happy and healthy. And need to find you. Where are you, Neil? Neil was in it last week, so he can't be that far down. There he is. There he is. We find Neil. We add Neil to the show. Right, bear me a second. Sorry. Sorry about that. My wife's just got home. Just had to tell her, give her a message. We have then got good afternoon, Paul G. Paul G is here. Says good afternoon. Right, Mr. G. Let me add you to the show, Paul. So Paul is here, and I'll add Paul to the show as well. And then we've the potato's here. Mr. Potato Stew, I hope you are well too, sir. Let me find you and add you. You're normally a bit further up because you're normally one of the earliest ones in, although today you are currently 15th in at the moment. Paul G flexing his member for 4-year membership badge, saying, come on, you Spurs. Yes, come on, you Spurs. David Clark is here. And David Clark is saying, good afternoon to everyone. Add David Clark to the show. Let's add David Clark into the show. Right, Mr. Clark is in the show. Gus Parker's here, says, good Avro, small downs to you, Gus. You got it on point. You know the score, you know the routine. It's all about the small downs. And for some, it's all about the big ups. But I'm all about the small downs. All about the small downs. Gus, I've added you to the show. Good afternoon, good evening, Tony. I hope you're well. Yeah, I thought I'd ginger things up because the two boys you had on yesterday weren't off giving it out to me. So I had to give it back to them last night. So yeah, fantastic. Great show, as always, Tony. Great show. And I'm glad that I could contribute, and I'm glad that I brought a smile to your face because I saw you chuckling away. God, I did some fucking Googling, I tell you, to try and find some of them players. Some of them players that I put in there, I didn't even know the fuck they were. I never knew who Roberto Jimenez was. The one that had the weird name, South African sounding name. Didn't know who he was. Some of them players that I was looking up was like, who the fuck are these players? I just Googled the 10 worst West Ham signings ever in the Premiership years, and 10 came up. But someone had already put Marco Boogers and stuff like that in there. So I left them out and I just put some of the other ones in there. But yeah, brilliant. Custom Spoons. It's been a while. Hello, Custom Spoons. Welcome back. I will add you to the list. Yeah, it has been a while. Custom Spoons, where are you in the league? Just to let you know, unless you can tell me where you think you are, Custom Spoons, because you have missed a fair few weeks. Tell me in the chat where you think you are, and I'll tell you where you are. Ronnie's here, says good afternoon. Oh, let me add Ronnie to the show. Ronnie's normally further up because he's one of the earlier ones in, but today, for today's show, better late than never, but he's one of the later ones in. Let me add Ronnie. We got Ronnie in the show. Who else we got? We got I knew somewhere. Have we got early doors? Yeah. Jesse's here. Good afternoon, Jesse. I hope you are well. Let's add Jessie to the show. Jessie. She should be a bit further up. There she is. There she is. She's behind you. No, I found Jessie. I got her. Well done. Nice to see you, Jessie. Hope you're well. Colin Blackshaw's here. Says, afternoon, Jose. I hope you're well. Mr. Blackshaw, let me add you. That's another one. The numbers are starting to creep up. Got 35 watching. Anyone that's new today, you're more than welcome. As long as you're subscribed, you can then comment. You're more than welcome to put your predictions in as and when we start. Neil says, I'm in the middle of some chores, but I will keep you on screen and participate as we go along. Thank you very much. Right, who else we got? We got any more? Jesse drew that Paul, because you're talking. Early doors. Tony says, I knew exactly what you were doing, and it made me chuckle. As I said, as long as I wasn't being rude or anything, and I know that it brought a smile to your face because I could see you on screen because your mates were talking. Budgie and the fella from down under, they were talking, and while they were talking, you could see the comments and you were chuckling away. So I'm happy that you know, as I said, I didn't go in to be rude. I just went in just for a laugh, a bit like what you do to me as well, mate. So yeah. Custom Spoons, you reckon you're near the bottom? Custom Spoons, you haven't played in a while. I don't know how many players we had before, but Custom Spoons, we've now got 106 players. And Custom Spoons, because you were doing quite well until you stopped playing, but you are. God, where are you? Jeez. I know that you were doing well. Let me see where Custom Spoons has gone. Custom Spoons, you're 61st. You're 61st out of 106. So, yeah, it's all about Custom Spoons. Since you last played, we now do the 10 Premiership predictions, but we actually throw in some bonus games as well now because people wanted it, so you can make extra points. So, Custom Spoons, by coming back today, you have a chance to make some points up. Have we got anyone else here? Rinketic says, I'm probably last. You're not, Rinketic. You're not last, Rinketic. If you watch the results show, you could see where you are. Rinketic, you've gone up into 73rd place. You moved up last week to 73rd. So there you go. So it doesn't matter whether you missed a few weeks or not. And like I said, anyone that hasn't participated so far this year, you're more than welcome to do so. The other thing to remind everyone, because it'd be remiss of me not to, is to remind people that today, the fixtures don't kick off till 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in the Prem. So for the people that are doing Predict the Prem and for people that are doing fantasy football, just remember to get your predictions in Predict the Prem in by 3 o'clock tomorrow. And remember to get your fantasy football done by about 1 o'clock tomorrow because there'll be a cut-off point. Yeah. Mr. M is here, says, evening, Tel Governor. Good evening, Mr. M. Mr. M, another one, hasn't been here for a while. Mr. M currently sits in 76th place out of 106, Mr. M. So you're in it to win it, son. You can enter and you can do it and you can enter and you can do the predictions this week. So this week we've got the 10 Premiership games and I have 4 bonuses. I've done the bonuses from leagues that we've not been to, and as a special request from somebody, because people make special requests, and as a special request, I did add a 4th bonus game to cover a league that we haven't covered, that a person comes from that country and asked me to put that in there, so I did. Right, so without further ado, we have got 32 people in the house. Right, let me see where we are with all this crap, because all I've been doing is nattering away at the start of the show. We have 32 people currently watching. I have 23 likes. Really? Even after the ticker going across the bottom there telling people to like, we've only got 23 likes? Surely not. Come on, people. This is a show for you. I do it for you. Show some appreciation. Right, so we will start with the first game for anybody that's taking part. First game of the weekend is Arsenal versus Everton. What say the crowd? Tony's told him, he says. Tony's told him. Tony, are you entering this week? Are you entering this week? I wonder. Paul G's the first person in the house to come up with a score. Paul G, followed quickly by Ronnie. Then Neil. God, look at these people. They're starting to pump in their scores. Let me have a look. Mr. M's playing as well. Fantastic. Let me get Mr. M into the show because I hadn't seen Mr. M. Right, Mr. M into the show he goes. There we go. I found Mr. M. Let's put Mr. M into the show. Yeah, there we go, Mr. M. Right, so we start with the first person that's come in was Paul G with 2-0. Let me find Paul G. There is Paul G. 2-0 for Paul G. Ronnie says 3-0. Adrian says 2-0. Whoops. 2-0 for Adrian. A 3-0 for Ronnie. Where's Ronnie? It's funny because you lot have come in at different times today, so I've put you've jumbled me up. Neil 4-1. 4-1. 4-1 for Neil. 2-0 Adrian. 2-0 for Graham. We need to watch Graham. I'm watching Graham and Dan if he appears to see what they're going for, because Dan's keeping ultra quiet, keeping his powder dry for the moment. Drula's up here, and she's coming with a 2-0. Mr. Blackshaw, 4-0. Colin can see goals. Can't you, Mr. Blackshaw? Mr. Blackshaw sees goals. 4-0 for Mr. Blackshaw. Then we have Mr. Shear at 3-1. Mr. M can see goals. He's gone for 3-0. 3-0. Mr. Shear has gone for 3-1. Where is Mr. Shear? Interesting. Where is Mr. Shear's name gone? Mr. Shear. Where did Mr. Shear's name go? There he is. There he is. Mr. Shear. Mr. Shear 3-1. Right, there we go. 3-1. We then have Mr. Clark at 3-0 and Mr. Simpson at 3-1. So Mr. Clark 3-0. Senor Simpson at 3-1. And then we have Custom Spoon saying hello to the Queen. Who else we got after that? Finn 3-0. Finn at 3-0. Here we go. Early Doors makes it the 107th player because Early Doors has not played this year as yet, but did play last year. Early Doors football TV. Lovely jubbly. We got Early Doors in there. And Tony's coming with a 4-0. And then I've just got to highlight him in blue to show that he's a new player in the sense that he isn't a new player, but you know what I mean, people. We've got 3-0 for the Vasco. El Vasco 3. Los Vascos 0. 3-0. Potato. The potato has gone for a 2-0. 2-0 with a potato. Custom Spoons has come back and his first scoreline in a while has been 3-0. Did Mr. M say that as well? I believe he did. So the two players haven't played for a while are both coming with 3-0s. Jimmy Hotspur. Jimmy has come in with a 5-0. Right, Jimmy's on board. Jesse's coming with a 3-1. Jesse, 3-1. Just waiting for Vindaloo to turn up late again. Ian Meth, 2-0. Ian Meth, 2-0. Hey, where's Ian Meth gone? I know that he's here because I put him in the show. 2-0. And then we've got Ryan G at 3-0 and the Whiz Kid at 3-0. 3-0 with Ryan and 3-0 for the Whiz. Right, Ryan G was up there. Who we got after that? Gus Parker, 3-0. Gus P, 3-0. David, you got to go. No worries at all, mate. I'll catch up with you. Kuva, 4-0. Yes, Si, we're on the first game, mate. And even if we weren't, you always predict as you walk in. Queen Ellie, 2-0. Kuva, 4-0. Who else we got? Side Dancer. I don't know where Rinketik's gone, but he was here and now he's not. Side Dancer, you are going to give me a score, aren't you? Drula says that Vindaloo's powdering his nose. He probably is, Drula. I've got no reason to think anything different. Right. Don't know where Side Dancer's gone 2-0. Rinketik, I don't know where he's gone, but he was in the show. Let me just tidy this up now a bit. Bear with me a second. I'll go on to the second game. Just need to tidy up. Big John, Dan Coy's not here yet. Destiny 5, Mikey Romero, Nita. These are your usual players from that played last week that I'm adding to this list. Alan Raptos Manis, Jimmy Talks Football. Although Jimmy Talks Football, to be perfectly frank, is working sometimes and adds his at the end. We've got Ed M is not here yet. As I move these across. Grant Packham and Tot Spurs. We left them on the stream last week, so that's why I've got them there. Who else? You've got Ben Kaufman, who pops in or doesn't pop in. It all depends how Ben is situated on a Friday. So we'll add him to up there. And I've got Vindaloo, Perchy, Lord Rodney Trotter, Roundtable, Bobby K, Mark Cousins, the Sheriff, and Hanno. So I'm just going to add them to this. It's just if I do this now, it makes my job easier. Sir Rob Belcher, not seen Sir Rob yet. Stacey, not seen Stacey either. Spurs Dennis, Leo, Nigel Purecoys. God, there's a few of them here. There's a few that I've not seen as yet. But if they appear, we can then add them. Let me just put these into the beneath here. Nearly done. Last lot. These are the people that haven't been here for a while, but they're still registered as players. I'll add them there. It's nice to see Custom Spoons and Mr. M back. A few returning players, which is good. It makes it all spicy and nice when they score points this week and then start moving up the table. Right, so I don't know. As I said, I haven't got a clue where Rinketic has gone. With that being said, let me take Rinketic out because otherwise I am going to get absolutely confused. So I take him out and then I move everyone up one. Right, so let me just get these people up one. And then we'll be ready to go. Ready, steady, and there we go. Look at that, Ellie and the Queen. Sorry, Drula and the Queen are both together. So family united. Right, the second game for everybody is Fulham versus Liverpool, people. What say you? Fulham, sorry, Liverpool, Fulham. How remiss of me. Liverpool are home against Fulham. First one in is the real deal D with a 3-1. The real deal D with a 3-1, followed by another 3-1 that I saw come in there from Neil. 3-1 from Neil. 2-1 from Ronnie and Finn. Ronnie and Finn, they're copying each other's homework. 2-1. And Finny boy is on a 2-1. 2-1 for Finn. Rinketic, 3-0. Right, Rinketic, you need to tell me. Rinketic, you missed the first game, mate. I took you out. Arsenal versus Everton, you missed. You've missed Arsenal versus Everton. Right, are you saying, right, Rinketic, say I understand you correctly. The first score is for the home team. The second score is for the away team. So by putting it 3-0, you're saying Liverpool 3, Fulham 0. Yeah? Because we do it as it reads it. Jesse's gone for 3-1, which I said already, I think. Did I not? No, I didn't. Jesse's gone for 3-1. Paul Graham 2-0, Paul G 2-0. A 2-0 for Paul G. And a 2-0 for Graham. 2-0 for Graham. All right. And then we have a 3-2 for Mr. M. Mr. M, 3-2. And then we have Potato Stew at 3-1. The Potato Stew at 3-1. I'm not going to be around a lot this weekend, Gus, just warning you, because I know you like doing your changes, and I may not be around to do your changes. So if I'm not around to do your changes, I may not be around to time them when they come in. So get them right first time, will you? 2-1 to Side Dancer. 2-1 for Side Dancer. Mr. Clark, 4-1. He can see goals. Mr. Clark sees goals. 4-1. Senor Tony is coming in with a 2-1. Jimmy Hotspur, 4-2. Jimmy Hotspur, 4-2. Where's Jimmy Hotspur? There he is. Cool, you started off 2 big goal scoring games, Jimmy. Custom Spoons 2-1. Ellie 3-1. Ellie 3-1. We have Ellie at 3-1. Who else we got then after Ellie? After Ellie, we got Adrian at 2-0. Adrian at 2-0. Juanito El Vasco is going for Juanito. I saw Juanito score 3-1. 3-1 for Juanito. Right, Rinketic's first result was 2-2 and 3-0. So Rinketic, I've got both of yours, mate. You're in on both. Lee Whiskid has gone for 3-0. Lee Wiz 3-0. Edem, I said Edem weren't here. Edem wasn't here. Edem's turned up. Good afternoon, Ed. Hope you're well, sir. Edem, you've missed the first game as well, if you can, Edem. And the first game was, who's this? Sorry, he's gone with 2-1. The first game is Arsenal versus Everton. Look who's arrived. Look who's arrived. Speak about him and you shall come. Did you hear us say MK Dons? He's here and he's saying big up. It's the one and only. It's Daniel Coys. Says big up. Small downs to you, Daniel. He must have heard us say MK Dons. We didn't really say it, but he always says, did you say MK Dons? And I appeared. Matthew's here. Hello, Matthew. Are you playing this week, Matthew? I hope you're well. Gus Parker's going for a 0-1. 0-1 for Gus. Kuva is going for 3-1. Kuva 3-1. And then we have Matthew's playing. Now, Matthew, have you played? I think you have played before. Let me just have a look and find you, Matthew. Yeah, I've got you, Matthew. You've definitely played before. Right, Matthew, I'm going to add you to the list now. Matthew, I need to score for the first game. So Daniel and Matthew and Edem, I need your scores for Arsenal Everton as well, please. So for this one, Matthew, you're saying 3-1. So I'll put you in for the 3-1 for this one. But you've also missed the first game. Start now. Alan, not an issue at all. Start now, mate. You're more than welcome. Good morning to you, sir. I hope you and the family are well. Alan. Raptors Madness, add him to that there. Now, let me go back so I can catch up. Carl Simpson says 3-1. Carl Simpson says 3-1. Matthew says 2-1 to Arsenal. So we've got both Matthew's in. He's got both of his scores. Fantastic. We have a 4-1, 2-0 for the first game for Edem. Edem, I've got both your scores. You're in. 3-0 and a 2-0 for Dan Goys. It's a 3-0 and a 2-0. You're up to date, Dan. It's just Alan I'm waiting on. Alan says 2-1 for this game. Alan, so Liverpool 2-1 against Fulham. Is that what you're saying to me? And then I'm missing Arsenal Everton from you. Arsenal 2-0. Right. So you're all in there. I've got all the people that have just come in. I've got you all in. The people that I'm missing, I can't see, or you may have done it, but I haven't seen it, is Ryan G. Did he give me a score? You must have done. It's just I missed it. Big up, Daniel, mate. He's saying hello to people. Did I miss Ryan G? No, that's Drula. Ryan G spent time saying hello. Oh, no, he's not. He's 4-1, Ryan G. Going to say Ryan G is very polite, saying hello to everyone. A good host. Right, so that is everybody to there. Have I missed anyone down the bottom now that's just joined? Yeah, I saw Ryan. I saw. Right, I'm up to date. So welcome everybody that's just coming now. I hope you're all healthy and doing well. Started the show a few minutes late because I was updating my out of office to put me out of office from now to the 6th of January. No more work for this man for 3 weeks. Real work that I get paid for. All my hobbies and that I can now do for 3 weeks. So there we go. So welcome all. I hope you're all well. If you're recovering from illness, I hope you have a speedy recovery. And I wish you and your families all the very best. Kiwi Spurs is here. Kiwi, are you joining in today, sir? Do you want to join in? If you do, we're on Liverpool versus Fulham. You're more than welcome to. The more the merrier. Tony, I'm not gloating, mate. I'm not gloating. You know, we all get annual leave, and it depends when we decide to take it. I just chose to take 3 weeks now. So, I know it's early for you, Kiwi, or early. It could be, yeah, it's early for you. So I'm not sure whether you want to join in, but you're more than welcome to do so. The more the merrier. And if you do want to join in, just let me know, and we'll start with Liverpool Fulham. We're only 2 games in, and you're more than welcome to join. Oh, I just finished my coffee. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get a response. May do, because I know it's early. Whilst I'm waiting on that, let me just go and check them that like button. 27 likes, 33 watching. It doesn't add up. Anyway, I'm not sure if Kiwi is playing or not. He's not responded back to me. So with that being said, we move on to game number 3, which is Newcastle versus Leicester. Kiwi, do you want to play? Do you want to join in? If you do, we're on Newcastle Leicester. The more the merrier. If you were to join us today, you would become the 108th player in the predictions league. Finn's coming with a 3-1. Oh, look at that. Finn's early with a 3-1. Nice one, Finn. Finn's not hanging about. It's Friday. Finn wants to get out and about, don't he? Ronnie 2-0. Ronnie 2-0 for Ronnie. He's had Ronnie into 2-0. Tony's going for a 2-all draw. 2-all draw for Tony. Then we've got 2-all for Graham. 2-all for Graham. What have we got after Graham? We've got 1-3 Gus Parker. He says the rude effect. Gus P. Where are you, Gus P? Let me look for Gus P. Where's Gus Parker gone? There we go. 1-3 for Gus. 1-3 for Gus. And then after Gus, we have Ed M is coming in with a 2-0. 2-0 for Ed M. Jimmy Hotspur 2-0. Jimmy. Gimme, Jimmy. 2-0 with Jimmy Hotspur. Queen Ellie 2-0. Els, how are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Are you feeling better than what you have done last week, the week before? Are you still in the same muddle? 1-all for the potato. It's a Daigle for Drula. It's a Daigle for Drula. If you're not well, we need to sprinkle some stardust on Ellie, man, and all like send positive vibes away to get her feeling better, because this is like been going on for like 4 weeks now. And it's not good not seeing your dulcet tones and your features on screen. And the other thing is, because you've not been so well, you haven't been very mischievous lately, because normally you get mischievous, and you haven't been lately, which is unlike you, because you've got a bit of devilment in you at times. David Clark 2-1. Senor Clarky 2-1. And then after Mr. Clark at 2-1, we have Ian Meth at 2-1. We have Jesse at 2-1. People have been copying each other's homework. Ian Meth 2-1 and Jesse 2-1. Jesse 2-1. And then we have Colin Blackshaw at 2-2. Mr. Blackshaw's coming with a 2-2. Neil 2-1. This is where the copying continues. 2-1 for Neil. Who else we got? I'm good, Jose. Thanks for watching and thanks to Kiwi Spurs. No worries at all. Side Dancer 2-1. Senor Sai 2-1. Paul G 1-0. Paul G 1-0. 1-0 for Paul G. 2-1 for Cuba. Cuba. Quiero bailar la salsa. 2-1. 2-1 for our Cuba. 3-1 for the Wiz. Wiz. 3-1. And then we've got Adrian. 2-1 for Adrian. 2-1 for Adrian. 2-1 for Adrian. 2-1 for Carl Simpson as well. 2-1 for Carl Simpson. Who else we got here? We've got 3-1 for Daniel Coyce. Daniel Coyce with a 3-1. Rinketic with a 3-0. 3-0 for Rinketic. I'm still a little devil, but a very sick one. Got my voice back today somewhat, but still a very sore throat. Well, we wish you all the best. Have you said your predictions, Potato Stew? No, I haven't. What I'm going to do is what I've been doing recently when I've not been able to do them. I put them on the stream after the show for everybody to see. Because I've done 4 predictions, but they're on the bonus games. I haven't done the Premiership ones yet, but I just put them on the show. I'm missing, unless these people have done them, and they probably have, and it's just because of my talking. No, Finrick was the first one in. So I am missing Johnny Bethnal Green, Ryan G, Mr. M, and Matthew. So let me go back and see if I can see them. because it could be me. You never know, it could be me. Ryan G. No, it wasn't me because Ryan G's coming with 3-1. So 3-1 for Ryan G. So I'm missing El Vasco, Matthew, and Mr. M. Johnny Bethnal Green, look at that. He appears like Aladdin. Rub that lamp and he will appear. 2-1. So Mr. M and Matthew, we move on to the next game. Mr. M and Matthew. And the next game is Wolves versus Ipswich, please, people. Mr. M, 3-1. Lovely, Mr. M. I've got you. Lovely. So you're in for that third game as well, Mr. M. Sorry, no worries. And the first person to come in was Tony at Early Doors Football. Has come in with a 0-1. Early Doors with a 0-1. That's I see where he gets the name. Early Doors. Early Doors is the first one in. 2-1 for Drula. I'll be saying Early Doors tonight and before I kick people up in the air. 2-1 Carl Simpson. If only I could catch the fuckers. 2-1 with Carl Simpson. 1-1 for Ronnie. Ronnie is on a 1-1. Ronnie's on a 1-1. Oh, God, you're trying. Graham is going for a Daigle. Daigle for Graham. And then we have Gus Parker on a 2-0. Gus P on a 2-0. Where's Gus Parker? I'm always wary, as I said with you, Gus, because you keep changing your scores like the wind. 3-2 for Kuva. Fly like the wind. To be free again. 3-1 for Neil. To be free again. 3-1 for Neil. 1-1 for Edem. Did I not do Edem? No, I hadn't done Edem. It's 1-1 for Edem. And then we have a 1-1 for Alan. Alan 1-1. Ellie 2-1. Ellie 2-1. And then we've got Daniel Coys at 2-1. Senor DC at 2-1. And after Daniel Coys, we have the potato stew. The potato is going for 2-1 as well. Where are you, potato? Where are you? There you are. 2-1 for the potato. We have the potato score. Mr. M 3-1. Senor Mr. M 3-1. And then we have custom spoons at 2-2. Custom spoons at 2-2. Lovely, 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 Mr. Custom. And then we have Ryan G. Wolves 2-1 with no confidence in it. Ryan G 2-1. Ryan G 2-1. Johnny Bethnal Green 3-1. El Vasco is saying 3-1. After El Vasco, we have Jimmy Hotspur at 3-2. 3-2 for Jimmy. Then we have Paul G at 2-1. Paul G 2-1. After Paul G, we have Finn 1-0. 1-0 for Finn. Finn 1-0. Wash that foul mouth out, Jose. I ain't got no foul mouth. You know me. 2-1 Jesse. 2-1 the Wiz. It's interesting because with you not feeling well, you don't leave voice notes and you can't hear your voice, but I bet you're swearing in the background. 2-1 for Adrian. Even a broken clock, right? So 2-1 for Ian Meth as well. God, you've got some love in this one tonight, Ryan. They're all going to you. A Daigle for Side Dancer. Mr. Side Dancer, where are you with a Daigle for Mr. Side Dancer? And then we have David Clark with a Daigle. David Clark with a Daigle. Dan saying, Tony, where you been recently? You're good, life going well. Daigle for Rinketic. So Daigle for Rinketic. So the people that I'm missing at the moment, and I know that I've been catching with the chat, I haven't got Colin Blackshaw, Matthew. Colin Blackshaw and Matthew. Hard work pays off, Tony. Hard work pays off. You've done really well. Your subscriber count has certainly flown, and it's the hard work you put in, mate. Hard work pays off. David, no, sorry. So Matthew's not here. So we move on to the next game, and the next game for everybody is everyone that wants to join in is Notts Forest versus Aston Villa, please, people. Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa. Not Ricky Villa, Aston Villa. Cool. There was no scores, and all of a sudden 7 came through at once. It must have been YouTube getting stuck. Ed M is coming first with a 2-2. 2-2 for Ed M. Then I have Side Dancer at 1-2. Sai 1-2. Then we have Carl Simpson as a 1-2. Carl Simpson 1-2. Oh, who have we got next? We've got both Tony and Neil going for Dagels. Both Tony and Neil are on a Dagel. Half a Dagel goes to Jimmy Hotspur and Ian Meth. Jimmy Hotspur and Ian Meth are on half a Dagel each. We have Graham at 2-1. DC at 1-2. Uno, dos. Oh, actually got it. Potatoes at 2-0. 2-0 for the potato. David Clark, 2-1. Mr. Clark, 2-1. Alan, 2-0. Alan, 2-0. Custom Spoons on a Dagel. Johnny Bethnal Green's 1-2. Johnny Bethnal Green is 1-2. Adrian is at 2-1. Colin Blackshaw, 2-1. I've got I had your previous score. It's just this one says 2-all. I'd already got your previous one, Colin. So well done. The Belgian Hospital, Joris says, hello, Jose. Hope you and the family are well, mate. All well, Joris. Do you want to take part? You're more than welcome to do so. Happy good afternoon to you, Joris. I hope you and your family are well, and I hope you're looking forward and you're gearing up towards Christmas, my friend. WizKid is coming in with a 2-2. And Senor WizKid is coming in with a 2-2. Then we have the real deal. I'm just going to call her Holyfield from now on, because the real deal is Holyfield. So Holyfield's going for a 3-2. Els Bells is going for a Dagel. Who else we got after Els Bells? We've got Finn going 0-1. Jesse's got him for a 1-2. 1-2. Just like when we played football, we had to pass the ball. 1-2, 1-2. Neil says, have you been giving your predictions, Jose? I am sitting down finally so I can concentrate now. Not that helps. No, I am putting mine on at the end of the stream like I've done for the last show or whatever it was, where I have only done my away ones. Sorry, my bonus ones. They're the only ones I predicted before the show. I haven't done my Premiership ones, so I'll put them all in the stream after the show. Rinketic is saying another Dagel. Another Dagel for Rinketic. Right, that's Rinketic out of the way. Kuva is going for half a Dagel. I'm getting lost with all the chat. Where am I? Have I missed anyone? Ronnie 2-2. Ronnie, where's Ronnie? Respal G. That's Ryan G. Where's Ronnie gone then? Ronnie, Mr. M. There's Ronnie. Ronnie's going for a Dagel. Right, so that's a Dagel. Jesse, Mr. M 1-3. Monsieur M 1-3. Jesse I got, Mr. M I got, Coover I got, Finn I got, Daniel Coys is giving it to you, Drewler. Johnny Bethnal Green, brilliant. You started to save our Spurs. Well, blooming done, man. Right, so I am missing, for the life of me, I can't see Ryan G, unless he's done it and I've missed him. And it might have done. I'm going to go back up and have a look. No, I haven't got one for Ryan G for definite. Paul G, Ryan G, Gus Parker. I'm missing your scores, people. And I know that I can't see them because I know the colours in your monikers. And you're definitely not there unless you're putting them in right late now, which you haven't done. Right. Oh, Paul G's coming now. One. So's Ryan G. So it's not me. Ryan G and Paul G are both coming with a 1-1. 1-1. Ryan G. And you have Gus Parker's who I'm waiting on. Right, Gus, are you about? And with having some time off means that I will be doing some members shows as well, because I haven't done one for a few weeks. So I will be doing some member shows. Memberships are available. They're pinned to the chat if you want to become a member. And if you do become a member, you have a chance of coming on the shows, because I will be doing some whilst I'm off work for the next 3 weeks. And in saying that, and also hit the like for the stream, please. It also helps. Gus P. I don't know where you've gone, mate. You've got a pink moniker, and I can't see you anywhere at the moment, Gus P. No, Edem's the only one that's got the nearest colour to you. Matthew, not enough. Gus P 1-0. Right, Matthew is going for. Right, Matthew is going for 4-2 to Fulham. 4-2 to 4-2. Okay, Forest 4-2. Right, Matthew, just for you, mate, because you've missed a few scores. Right, Matthew, are you ready? You need to catch up with, just for Matthew, Newcastle versus Leicester, please, Matthew. Newcastle, Leicester, please, Matthew. There's 39 of you here watching. If you want to take part, then please get your scores in and I'll add you to the list. 2-1 to Wolves. Okay, so you're missing just the one that I showed you on screen, and then you're up to date, Matthew. 3-1 Newcastle. Okay, Matthew, you're up to date. I've got all yours. We move on to the next game. Yeah, we move on to the next game. And the next game for everybody is it this one? Let me have a look. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I've got everyone. Right, the next game for everyone is the M23 or the A23 Derby. Why they call it, I'll never know. It's just long-winded, but the nearest club to me is Brighton, and I've got loads of people down here that are looking forward to it, to this match. Yeah, they're looking forward to the match, and I can't understand why, because for me, one's in South London and one's on the South Coast. It's just madness. 2-1 for early doors for Tony. Coming in with a 2-1. Who's after them? 2-1 for Side Dancer. Side D 2-1. Remember to hit the likes on the stream, please. Daigle for Neil. It's just I saw it for the corner of my eye that you came in. Ed M 3-1. Ed M is here. 3-1 for Ed M. Jimmy Hotspur. Forest aren't playing. Yeah, no, we've got that one sorted. Brighton 2-1 for Carl Simpson. Mr. Simpson in Kent says 2-1. Mr. Graham says 2-1. Finn, young Finn, the young buck, says 3-2. Matthew says 2-0. Matthew says 2-0. Gus Parker says 1-0. Gus. Where's Gus Parker? Where's Gus? Gus P 1-1. The fake rivalry, says Daniel. Johnny Bethnal Green says 3-1. 3-1 for Vasco. 1-0 for Ronnie. Ronnie. 1-0 for Ronnie. 3-1 for Alan. 2-0 for David Clark. A Daigle for Neil, which I've got custom spoons, 3-1. Custom spoons, 3-1. Ian Meth, 2-2. 2-2 for Ian. Ian Meth. Kuba, 2-1. What are you doing on Sunday, Ian? Because you guys go on at 8 o'clock. The match kicks off at 7. Ryan, Graham, Adrian and Paul G are both going for 2-1. Adrian and Paul G are going both going for 2-1. Yeah, you've got shows that are going on while the football's on. I don't know what you're going to do. Jimmy Hotspur 1-0. Who fucking thought about sticking 2 games on at 7 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday? Fucking right melts. Chelsea Brentford's all right because they're both in West London. They're around the corner from each other. And if most of your supporters are local, then they don't have to do much travelling. But Tottenham fans having to travel down to the south coast on a Sunday when the trains are at their worst. Didn't Palace beat them in the playoffs final years ago or something? And that's how the rivalry began. I haven't got a clue, but there is a story behind why there's the rivalry. I just can't remember it, but it is silly. Something to do with managers, players, or something like that. It's ages old, but it sounded ludicrous to me when I did it. Rinketic, if you were a gambling man, Rinketic, then I don't know, because you've gone for 4 Daigles. Queen Ellie 1-1. If you was a betting man, you'd get good odds on the draws, especially if you correctly predicted a draw. Oh, you're going on at 9:15, Ian. Fair enough. Okay. 3-1 for Dan Coys. 3-1 for Dan Coys. 3-1 for Colin Blackshaw. 3-1 for Colin Blackshaw. I'm missing a couple. I am missing Drula. 3-1. So I can see Drula's now. So I'm not missing you, Drula. I'm only missing Mr. M, unless I've missed him completely. Mr. M is the only person that I'm missing for score in this game. And Mr. M is, no, he hasn't given me a score yet. Kedget, you don't know what to guess. I suppose that's like everybody. Right, let's have a look. How are we doing with them like buttons? Likes. 36. Going up slightly. Right. Going to move on to the next game. I don't know. Mr. M will have to catch up on that one score. So, Mr. M, you need to catch up on the one score, which is Brighton Crystal Palace. We move on to the next one. It's the Manchester Derby. Manchester Derby, people. What say the crowd for the Manchester Derby? Interesting game. Carl Simpson's coming in with a 2-1, and Graham says 2-0. 2-0 for Graham. Graham's not messing around this week. He's man of his conviction. Got a score in his mind. Says it straight away. No messing about. Mr. M, 2-1 for the last game. Got you, Mr. M. You're in, son. You're in. Right. Colin says 1-1. Colin Blackshaw says 1-1. Who else we got? Neil says 2-1. Let's find Neil. He's up there. 2-1. Jesse, Ed M says 1-2. Ed M 1-2. And then I think I've got Jesse. Jesse says 3-1. Then we have Alan at 1-2. Alan 1-2. And we have Jimmy Hotspur at 1-0. Jimmy Hotspur at 1-1. Ian Meth 0-0, the first 0-0 of the week. Ian Meth's coming with it. David Clark, 3-2. David Clark, 3-2. 3-1 for Ronnie. Matthews, 2. Right, so is that 4-2? Or am I taking 2-4? Because Man City are the home team. So I think you're saying 4-2. I think, yeah, he must be saying 4-2. Please write accordingly so I can see it properly. 0-1 for Custom Spoons. I'm only going to do it the way that it's written. I'm not going to delve into why people have gone for whatever. Mr. M is going for a 2-2. A daigle for Mr. M. 3-1 for the diehards. 3-1 for the diehards. I got the prediction IQ through the roof. Nothing guessing about me. Daigle for side dancer. People are breathing down your neck, son. Don't worry about it. 3-2 to Kuba. People will be breathing down your neck. 3-2. 1-1 to JBG. JBG 1-1. The Queen's going to 4-1. The Queen's going to 4-1. DC's going to 2-0. Small Downs is on a 2-0. Drula, sorry, the aka Holyfield is also on a 2-0. Wiz is on a 3-2. Matthews 4-2. Matthews giving me 4-2. Yeah, Gus Parker 3-1. That's Ryan G. That's Finn. Where's Gus P? There he is. Gus P's on a 3-1. Another daigle for you, bloody hell. You're going mad in your Riketic. The whole aim of this is to try and get up. Vindaloo, are you playing? Because if you are, we're on Manchester City versus Man United. Man City, Man United. 3-0 to Paul G. Paul J 3-0. Right. I'm missing a few here. Ryan G's 101, but he's come in with his now, and Ryan G's going 3-1. Right. So unless I've missed them, I'm looking for Finn, Potato, and Tony. Finn, Potato, Tony, Vindaloo, 3-1. Right, Vindaloo 3-1. There's 4 bonus games this week, Vindaloo. You climbed the league last week, I believe, Vindaloo. Yeah, so you climbed the table last week. I can't remember how many points you got, but you did climb the table last week. Vindaloo's on a 3-1. Right, who else am I missing? I am missing Finn, Potato, and Tony. Let me go back and look. Finn, Potato, Tony. Finn. Oh no, early doors might have gone 2-1. No, I don't know. Did early doors go 2-1? I don't know whether he did. Finn, Potato. Potato's gone 1-2. Oh, okay, so I've got you, Potato. Potato went 1-2. Finn and Tony. Oh, so yours was a 2-1. Okay, fair enough. Found you all. No, because I could see that I did a previous 2-1. Yeah, I've got you all. Okay, that's everybody in time for this one. Right, so the next game is West London derby on Sunday evening between Chelsea and Brentford. Chelsea versus Brentford. What say the crowd? Chelsea versus Brentford. 3-2. Early door. Tony is in first. Oops, there we go. Tony's in first with a 3-2. That's what I like to see. Tone's in with a 3-2. Do you know what? I have got to look at the teams that I picked for the bonus games because I ain't got a fucking clue what leagues they play in. I just did them without looking at the leagues they played in. I know it's leagues we haven't done before, but I'm going to have to look them up so I can give you some sort of idea where we're traveling to this week. Neil is coming with a 3-1. God, the show's going quite quick today, which people will be happy about. Colin Blackshaw said 3-1. Did I put Colin Blackshaw? I did put Colin Blackshaw in. I've got Neil at 3-1. Yes, I have. Graham at 2-1. Graham 2-1. Johnny BG is coming in at 3-1. Juanito at 3-1. Carl Simpson 3-1. Kuva 3-1. Kuva 3-1. Carl Simpson 3-1. It's funny, some of these teams, their home form is absolutely blinding, and their away form falls off completely, doesn't it? They're off the map with some of their away forms, and Brentford seem to be one of those teams. 3-2 for Ian Meth. Yeah, they've picked up a lot of points at home, but they've lost a lot of points away, if I remember rightly. 3-2 to Ian Meth. Jimmy Hotspur 2-1. 2-1 with a Jim. Paul G 2-0. Paul G 2-0. David Clark 4-2. Mr. Clark 4-2. Alan 3-1. Alan 3-1. Ed M 4-2. Ed M's here 4-2. Daniel Coyce 3-0. Small Downs 3-0. Ronnie 4-1. Ronnie, where's Ronnie? Ronnie 4-1. 3-1 with Jess. 3-1 for Jess. Side Dancer 2-1. Where's Side Dancer? Side Dancer's here. 2-1. The Holyfield 3-0. 3-0 for Holyfield. 2-1 for Custom Spoons. 2-1 for Custom Spoons. 4-2 for the Potato. Potato's going 4-2. Young Buck Finn is going for 2-1. 2-1 for Finn. 3-0 for Adrian. Everyone thinks that there will be goals in this one. Yeah. Have I missed any, Vindaloo? Yeah. Raw. Richard starting out. Chelsea Brentford, mate. I ain't got an issue with you starting now because I can roll back for you and Vindaloo. But I'd rather do you both together. Roll back for both of you together, not do you both together. Sounded a bit meh. Right, let me see where Raw is War. Add him to the show. Right, Richard, move him onto the show now. So for you and Vindaloo, I can roll back because it'd be easier if I do you both together. So just get one in for this one. Drula, the real deal Holyfield. Have you not heard? I've been asked by 3 people. I've been asked by 3 people already. I am doing my predictions at the end of the stream. I'll leave them on the stream because I've not had a chance to have a look at them yet. All I've done is I've done the bonus games, but so I can give my predictions for the bonus games because I did them before the show, but I haven't done my Premiership ones. So I will do them all and I'll leave them on the stream so everybody can see them, like I did last week or last show or the show before. I left them all on the stream because I hadn't done them, and I left them all on the stream so everybody can see them. The Wiz is coming in at 4-0. Finn, I think you're saying that you've got to go. If you've got to go, yeah, Finn, just check the predictions on that go on the stream. I don't know what time I'm doing mine because I've got to play football tonight, but I've got till 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon to do them, so I will be doing them. But yeah, just check to see what they are. We've got Mr. M at 3-0. And Mr. M gone. Mr. M's here, 3-0. Right, who you got? Wizkid 4-0. Yeah, Mikey, all heard, word and heard. Queen Ellie 3-1. Queen Ellie 3-1. 3-0 for Ryan. Right, 3-0 for Ryan. Who else have got any more scores? Rinketic, 3-1. Oh, he's broken the mould. 3-1 for Rinketic. And Richard is coming in with a 3-1 as well. I hope you're well, Richard, mate. I hope you're well. Who am I missing? Gus P says 3-0. I know I'm missing more than Gus P at the moment. May not be missing many more than that. Mikey is coming in with a 2 for this one. Okay, Mikey, so I can roll back for you as well. Mr. Romero from New York, New Jersey. All right, let me get me 2 in there and get Mikey into the show. Mikey R into the show. Right, so I am missing, and I have to look back because I might have missed it myself. Matthew is the only one that I'm missing. Matthew 2-1. Okay, I've got you, Matthew. You're in. Next game, people, is the second of the Sunday night games. What say people on Southampton versus Tottenham? Southampton versus Tottenham. 1-2. Cole Simpson's the first one in. Cole, 1-2. As you lot get them in, let me give me a second. Right. Just let me check something out quickly whilst I've got you. Right. Okay, so that's fine. That's not a problem at all. Just want to make sure they ain't got any games kicking off before they're meant to. Right, so going back up towards the top, we had 1-2 from Tony. 1-2 from Tony. I got a 2-1 for Kuva. 2-1 for Kuva. I got a 1-3 for Holyfield. 1-2 for Adrian. A 0-3 for Neil. 0-3 for Neil. 1-1 for Custom Spoons. 1-1. Jesse 1-3. Jesse 1-3. Mikey 0-2. 0-2 for Mikey. Ian Meth 1-3. Ian Meth 1-3. Mr. M14. Then there's a 2-4 for Johnny BG. Graham 1-3. Colin Blackshaw 0-3. Matthew 2-1. Matthew, where's Matthew? Matthew's down here. Matthew's 2-1. Ed M 2-0. Ed M 2-0. Alan 1-3. And that's Alan's there 1-3. David Clark 1-3. Small Downs 1-3. Richard 1-2. Um, 1-3 for Ryan. 1-3 for Ryan. 1-2 for Side Dancer. I had Side Dancer already. Why? Okay, I've got Side Dancer. Vindaloo is a 2-2. I hope Jose not gone forward and you to mind you this. Don't know what you're talking about, Vindaloo, because child talk. Queen Ellie 2-all. I hope Jose not gone for NU to mind you, though he's bang on time. Lewis could 3-0. Yeah, I still can't decipher what you said. It must be just me today. 2-3 for Ronnie. 2-3 for Ronnie. 0-3 for Paul G. Paul G 0-3. Jimmy Hotspur 3-all. Jimmy Hotspur can see goals. Potato Stew 1-2. Potato 1-2. Jose, stop messing about. Is that what it meant? Okay. I shall stop messing about because you said so, mate. Gus Parker, I'm missing. Early doors football. I'm sure early doors gave me a score. He did. Yeah, 1-2. Early doors had given me a score. 1-2. Right, so I am missing Rinketic, Gus, and Finn's left. So Rinketic and Gus. Rinketic at Kuba 2-1 Southampton. Right, Rinketic, are you going to give me a score? Because you were laughing at Kuba, I think. But you didn't give me a score. Gus Parker's going for 1-2. So I'm just missing Rinketic. I said 2-1 at Southampton. Oh, so you have said the same as Kuba. Because when you said at Kuba, I thought you was referring to Kuba. Right. I have got everyone's now. Paul, you haven't missed anything yet, mate. Right. Next game we're going to is Bournemouth versus West Hamos. Bournemouth versus West Hamos. It might as well be you Melts versus West Hamos. Remember that? Remember that? Tony's coming with a 2-0. Tony's coming with a 2-0. Rinketic is coming with a 0-0. 2-2 for Graham. Graham. 2-2. Where am I now? Johnny Bethnal Green 2-3. Colin Blackshaw 3-1. Holyfield 2-1. Neil 2-1. David Clark 2-1. Senior Clark 2-1. David Clark 2-1. David Clark 2-1. We're after David Clark. Got a 1 off of Vindaloo. Vindaloo. We all are Vindaloo. We're at school. 2-0. Ready? 3-0 for Kuva. Kuva. 3-0. Kuva. 1-2 for Jimmy Hotspur. 1-2. No relation to the jocks, Jimmy. 2-0 for Custom Spoons. 2-0 for Custom Spoons. 2-1 for Carl Simpson. 2-1 for Carl Simpson. Richard is on a 1-2. Richard is on a 1-2. Ronnie's on a 2-1. Ronnie's 2-1. Mr. M's 1-2. Monsieur M 1-2. Mikey Romero's on a 2-0. Oh, there we go. Potatoes on a 2-all draw. He's on a day goal. Jesse says 2-1. And Ryan copies her with a 2-1. Say copy because Jesse got in there first. Ryan's copying. Side Dancers copying Ryan and copying Jesse. He's coming with a 2-1 as well. We have some tracing paper in the building. Breaking the mold is Ian with a 3-0. Senor Ian Meth. 3-0. Then the Wiz is coming in with a 3-1. Where's Wizzy? Wizzy. There is Wizzy, 3-1. Paul G's coming in with 2-1. Paul G, 2-1. Queen Ellie, 2-0. Queen Ellie, 2-0. Gus Parker, 2-1. Gus Parker, 2-1. Have I missed anyone? Oh, further down here, Dan Coy's, Matthew, and Alan. Alan's gone 2-0. I am missing. Okay, so I'm definitely missing Dan Coy's and Matthew for this score. And Adrian. Yeah, I've got you, Vindaloo. If I don't say your name, it's because I've got you. Adrian. Did Adrian give me a score? 2-1. So I've got Adrian's. It's 2-1. All right. So that's Matthew and Dan. All right, let me have a look back. Matthew and Dan. No, Matthew and Dan definitely haven't given me a score. Most definitely haven't given me a score. Right, Matthew and Dan didn't get your scores. Matthew and Dan. Small downs, calling small downs. Alert for small downs. Are you around small downs? Right, we're moving on to the first game of the week of the bonus games. There's 4 bonus games for this week, people. Let me just check what league this is in because I have to remind myself. So I'm going to go and check the league first of all. I have done a score for this one. Right, what's the league? What's the league for this one? Right, it's this league here. Right. Daniel said he had to go. Okay, so the only person I'm missing, and so I'm missing Daniel. I'm then also missing Matthew. So Matthew hasn't given me a score either. Anyway, the first game that we're going to is the first bonus game is Real Banjul versus Hawks, and this is in the Gambian GFA League. Real Banjul versus Hawks, and this is in the Gambian GFA League. I told you I'd find some for you this week. Right, Real Banjul versus the Hawks. Right, let me go back. So you were close, Kuva. 3-3 for Neil. 3-3 for Neil. Let me go in with Neil to start off with. Neil's going for a 3-3 draw. So as I said, this is the Gambian GFA League. Is where I found this one. I found this one. 2-4 for who's that? Who's gone 2-4 is Mr. M, isn't it? Yeah. Um, 1-2 for Alan. Alan's going for a 1-2. Johnny Bethnal Green's going for a 3-1. Side Dancer's going for a 3-1. Everyone's quickly Googling this, I bet. Jesse's coming in with a 2-1. I had to check it because I found these earlier in the week, and I've had to look at them again because I can't remember what leagues they came from. Richard's going for a 2-2 draw. Early Doors says it's going to be 5-5. He sees goals. Tony sees goals. Colin Blackshaw's going for a 2-0. 2-0 for Colin Blackshaw. 1-2 for the Holyfield. 1-2 for Holyfield. 4-0 for Graham. 4-0 for Graham. Mr. N says, come on, you Hawks. Vindaloo says, I'm going to have to wing it. But you haven't given me a score yet, Vindaloo. So I don't know what you're winging it because you haven't given me a score yet. Custom Spoons says 2-1. Custom Spoons. Do you know something we don't? Custom Spoons. 2-1 for Custom Spoons. Who else we got? We've got a 2-0 for Paul G. Paul G's going for a 2-0. Ryan, who's one of the Googlers, has gone for 3-1. Ryan looks all this stuff up. When it comes to the foreign leagues, Ryan's straight on the Googling or wherever he finds his scores. So Ed M's going for 1-0. Ed M's gone for 1-0. Right, 1-0 for Ed M. See, for the people that haven't been playing Custom Spoons, Mr. M, and people like that haven't played for a while, this is what people wanted. People wanted to have extra games. They find it funny, and it's a way of making points. But nobody really knows the leagues, and we've gone around the world, and these are 4 leagues today that I've not picked on as yet. So Potato Stew's 1-1. Michael Romero is 1-0. So we should be getting 4 new leagues today. Carl Simpson's 3-1. Monsieur Simpson is 3-1. Let me go to Mr. Simpson, 3-1. Rinketic says 1-1. I thought Rinketic might have looked all this up. Mr. Rinketic. 1-1 for Mr. Rinketic. Ronnie says 1-0. Ronnie is going for a 1-0. So as with all these scores, they're all over the place. People are all going for different things. 1-0 for Ronnie. 4-1 to Real Banjul, says Kuba. 4-1. Vindaloo's going for a 2-2 draw. An exciting 2-2 draw for Vindaloo with Real Banjul versus the Hawks. Lee Wiz is going for a 0-2. Lee Wiz is going for a 0-2. Adrian's going for a 3-0. Adrian has gone for a 3-0. Hawks till I die, says Mr. M. There's a team in that league called Steve Beaker. 2-0 for David Clark. David Clark is going for a 2-0. And then we have Vindaloo says EMF says 3-0. I've got me EMF, didn't I? No, I haven't. EMF says 3-0. Okay. Who else we got? Winging it. Daniel Coys. Drew Luck. Jimmy Hotspur says 2-1. Jimmy Hotspur. Darren, do you want to start on this one, mate? Because then you only have to give me the Premiership ones, because it's the first one of the bonuses. It's up to you. Right. So I'm missing Queen Ellie, Gus Parker, Dan Coys, and Matthew. Did I miss Dan Coys? Yeah, Dan Coys I'm missing for 2 games. I'm missing Dan Coys' last Premiership game and this one. And also, so Bournemouth, West Ham United is what I'm missing for both Matthew and... So I'm missing that for Matthew and Dan Coys and this first bonus prediction of Real Banjul versus the Hawks. But I'm also missing Queen Ellie and Gus Parker. Queen Ellie and Gus Parker. This is in the Gambian GFA League, Daniel, just in case you didn't know. I thought you knew everything, Dan. Small downs to your son, small downs to you. Top Spurs is coming in with a 2-1. So Ellie is one I'm missing. I'm missing Ellie, Matthew, Daniel, and Gus Parker. And yeah. Right. Last call. Real Banjul versus the Hawks. For the people that I'm missing. And I'm missing Queen Ellie. I'm missing Gus Parker. I'm missing Dan Coys. I'm missing Matthew. Ellie said 2-0, did she? Okay. If she said that, I'll get her in as 2-0. Lovely. So that means I'm missing Gus Parker. So I'm missing Gus P. And I'm missing Daniel Coys and Matthews. But for both this score, I've got the Queens. And both for this score and the last Premiership game. Right, I'm going to move on because obviously there's people here and they're not answering and we need to move the show along. Right, just to make it clear, Gus Parker's going for a Daigle in this one. Ooh. So Gus Parker's gone for a tour. Right, I've gone for Banjul 2, Hawks 0. I've done my bonus predictions. I just haven't done my Premiership. Okay, it's in the Gambian GFA League. Right, I'll move on. Right, the next game that we've got, for your delightful pleasure, I just want to make sure that I'm right in what league this is in as well. Right, this is in the... Shit, man, where is this one? Right, this one's in the Indian Premier League, and it's Mohammedan versus Mumbai City. Mohammedan versus Mumbai City in the Indian Premier League or the Indian League, however they however they go. Paul G wants 2-1 in every game. It's fine. We've got Neil at 1-2 at the moment. Paul, I've done you at 2-1 for the last 3 games, mate. You're in. Mr. M is 0-4. Mr. M ain't messing about. He's coming in with a 0-4. All right, let me go back and have a look at what we got. We got Neil at 1-2. Did I do Neil's 1-2? Neil's coming with a 1-2. 1-2. Mohammedan versus Gus Parker 0-2. Mohammedan versus Mumbai City. Gus Parker 0-2. Mikey Romero is on a 0-3. Colin Blackshaw 0-0. Side Dancers on 4-all. Colin Blackshaw's on 0-0. I know this, Vindaloo, and Vindaloo says 0-4. Vindaloo's going for a 0-4. Mohammedan versus Mumbai City. He's gone for a 0-4. Bobby K should know this, but I got with her in Ketic, so 1-2 Mumbai. 1-2 to Mumbai for Inketic. 1-3 for Jesse. Jesse's going for 1-3. Raw is going 3. Richard's going 3-1. 3-1 for Richard. We also got Alan's going for a 0-3. 0-3 for Alan. I'm going to roll back Totspurs because I've got to roll back for Vindaloo, Raw, and Mikey for the premierships. It's not an issue for me at all. Roll back for you, mate. Totspurs is coming in with a 2-1. The Potatoes coming in with a 2-0. Who we got after that? Custom Spoons 0-2. Custom Spoons 0-2. Spurs GCTV 0-2. Graham is on a 0-2. Drula, the real deal, Holyfield 2-1. Tony 2-1. Saw goals in the first bonus game. Doesn't see many goals in this one. Ronnie's 1-2. 1-2 for Ronnie. Carl Simpson's 1-2. Mumbai City people, I know this. I'm half Indian. Ed M 0-0. People can say that you are half Indian, Vindaloo, but people may turn around and say, well, we see how you're doing in the predictions league. You're not doing very well. We ain't going to copy you. People take whatever you say with a pinch of salt because you are a practical joker at times. Just saying, sometimes it follows you. Jimmy Hotspur says 1-3. Jimmy Hotspur says 1-3. Mohammedan 0, Mumbai City 2. Mohammedan just can't buy a point on this form. Lee Wizkid says 3-1. Adrian 0-2. Ellie 0-4. Ian Meth 0-2. Have we got any more? Right, so I am missing a score from Johnny Bethnal Green, unless I missed it. David Clark, Dan Coys, and Matthew. I've been missing 3 games now for Dan. So, at the end of the day, do what you need to do. And I'm going back to see if I can find David Clark and Johnny Bethnal Green. Because it may well be that I've just missed them again. Johnny Bethnal Green's going in at 1-4. So I found you, Johnny. You're done. And I'll probably just find David Clark now as well. Neil was the first one in. Right, I'm looking for David Clark because I know that the other 2, Matthew and Daniel Coys, haven't given me nothing for ages. I got you 1-4. I've got the 1-4. You can't see what Mohammedan are doing. If you can't see what Mohammedan are doing, you can fuck off down the karate ball ticklers. Right, I'm going to move on because I can't wait for anybody else. Ellie, you've already given me your score. I've got yours. I've got the only people that I'm missing now are David Clark, and I've been missing Daniel for 3 and Matthew for 3. So it's David Clark really I'm missing. I've gone for Mohammedan 0, Mumbai City 2 is my result that I've gone for. I did say that I've done the others. Now I've got to look up this team to find out where these teams are playing at. Providing I pronounced them correctly. What league is this? Right. Fixtures. Right. We now move on to. Oh, what's coming in? What's the notes? Two sides of a pod. Oh, Colin's a bit of a late. David Clark's coming with a 3-1. I was just about to move on. Colin, you're gonna have to watch, and you're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to roll back for you two again. So Colin is coming now. Colin has come in, and Colin's saying 2-2 for this one. Colin, I'll roll back because I'm rolling back for other people as well. But you're saying 2-2. Hope you're well, Colin. I hope you're well. Did you change it to 1-4 as you said mine was? I said 1-4 because that's what you told me. So that's what I went for. Right, so David Clark's in. So the only people that are missing are Daniel and Matthew Coys. I haven't done one for the last 3. We move on. The next game I've got for you is Sepaham versus Persepolis. Sepaham versus Persepolis. If you need any help, this is from the Iran League. I did say that we were going around the world and we were going to leagues that we haven't been to yet. So this is the Iran League. It's Sepaham versus Persepolis. And as per usual, Tony knows them really well and is coming with a score straight away, 1-2. Gus Parker is 0-0. Well, you ask for bonuses, I give you bonuses. Daniel, you are missing Bournemouth West Ham, Real Banjul versus Hawks, Mohammedan versus Mumbai City, and we're now on this one. Hopefully that might help you out. Vindaloo reckons I'm taking a piss. Spurs is going for 2-1 and laughing his head off. Jesse's going for 1-2. Well, if you don't want me to do any bonuses, just let me know. Stop doing them. 1-0 for Colin Blackshaw. What, did you think the bonuses were going to be all teams we knew? 3-0 for Colin. Right, who else we got here? 3-0 for Colin. 1-3 for Holyfield. Where's Holyfield? She's here. 1-3 for Holyfield. Custom Spoons is going with Desmond. Custom Spoons is going with Desmond. Johnny BG is going with a 1-0. El Vasco's going with a 1-0. Graham is going with a 2-0. Richard's going with a 1-0. Mikey R is going with a 2-1. Sai is going with a 3-0. Rinketic is going with a 1-2. Where's Rinketic? He's up here. 1-2. Ronnie's going with a 2 draw. Ronnie is with a 2-2. Edem 1-2. Edem 1-2. Jimmy Hotspur 1-1. Jimmy H, 1-1. Ian Meth, 2-2. Ian Meth's going with a 2-2 draw. 2-1 for Carl Simpson. 0-1 for Alan. Vindaloo. That's Alan's here, 0-1. 3-2 for the Wiz. Potatoes going for 1-3. There's Potato. Potatoes 1-3. Kuva 1-1. Hard fought game, both in the title race. Ooh, Kuva has been looking it all up as well. Look at that. Give the people the leagues, and they all have the knowledge. 1-1. 2-2 for Ryan. Ryan G. Ryan G is going for a tour. I've got to find these people's names. 2-2 for Ryan. 2-2 for Neil. 1-3 for Vindaloo. 2-1 is what Ryan G meant. So now I have to go back because Ryan G did say 2-1, but he's now 2-2. Now he's going for 2-1. 2-1 for Ryan G. Top of the table, Clash, second versus third, says Carl Simpson. See, some people have been doing their homework. Once I tell you what the leagues are, you do your homework, some of you, don't you? Spurs Diehards, 1-1. Spurs Diehards, 1-1. Have I got any more scores? There's only one game. Tell me the score for the last game. Just throw me a score, Tony, and I'll put it in for the last game for you. I'll do it in the order that you said. First is 2-1. So that's Bournemouth 2-1, Daniel, yeah? All right, let me go back up to Daniel. Where's Daniel? Down to Daniel. Daniel's going for 2-1 in the Bournemouth game. 2-0. 0-2. And 1-0. Daniel, I got you. You're in. An interesting fact, Stephen Nzonzi plays for Sepafam. Queen Ellie's going for a tool draw. Queen Ellie is going for a tool draw. We've got the last game coming up. Am I missing anyone? Mr. M is the only person that I'm missing, and Matthew. And then I'm moving on to the last one. Early Door says just do 1-1. Okay, I'll do the 1-1. The last game I'm just coming up now. Mr. M, I'm missing. And he's the only one I'm missing. And then I can move on to the last game. So the last game is in the South African League, you're right. And it's Super Sport versus Magesi. Good evening, Ben. I hope you're well, sir. It's Super Sport versus Magesi in the South African League. That's your last bonus one for the week. And then I will roll back and I will go back to the start for Vindaloo, Richard, Mikey, Dazza, and Colin. I will go back for you all. So, Rinketic is first in with a 1-2. Oh, sorry. My score prediction for the last game between Sepa versus Peri Palolis was 1-0 home victory. 1-0 home victory is what I've gone for. Rinketic 1-2. Rory's Waters going 3. So Richard's going 3-1. 3-1 for Richard. Then we have Johnny Bethnal Green. He's gone 3-1. 3-1 for JBG. God, where are we going? Where are we going with this one? 2-1 for Edem. Edem 2-1. Top Spurs 1-2. I can see the confidence oozing out of all your pores, people. 3-0 for Colin Blackshaw. One all side dancer. Where are we after side dancer? 2-0 for Alan. Alan Rakdos Madness to 2-0. Vindaloo is saying 1-2. Carl Simpson 3-1. 3-1 for Super Sport. 3-1 for Super Sport. 3-1 for Graham. Uh, 3-2 for the potato. Um, 3-2%. 2-1 for custom. Mr. Spoons 2-1. Neil 2-0. Neil is going for a 2-0. Gus Parker 1-0. Gus P 1-0. Jesse's going for 3-1. Jesse 3-1 for Jesse. Drula, the real deal, Holyfield 2-1. 2-0 for Ryan. Ryan G. Where's Ryan G? Ryan G's going to 2-0. Queen Ellie's going for 3-1. Ronnie's gone 2-0. I saw Ronnie's name. Where's Ronnie's name gone again? There it is. 2-0 for Ronnie. Colin 3-0. Colin 3-0. Small Downs has gone for 2-0. The Wiz has gone 2-0. Ian Meth and Jimmy H are both gone for 1-0 victories. Spurs Die Hards 2-0. Mikey Romero 1-0. Mikey R 1-0. Super Sport 1-0 for Kuva, but he's written something with it which I'm going to have a look at because Kuva always makes me laugh. Says Super Sport 1 Magacy Neil clearly may as well give me the points now. Magacy, dreadful start to the season. Stacey says late again. Stacey, start now because I'm going to go back. I have to go back for several people. So I can go back for you as well to start because I've got to go back for Vindaloo, for Richard, for Mikey, for Totspurs, for Colin. And if Ben stays, I'll go back for Ben as well. Right, so let's get Ben in there. And Stacey, just join now because it's much easier for me because I can just get you to, I can roll around the scores because this is the last game and I can roll them all back round. It's not a problem at all. Let me find the mum overlord. There she is. And anyone that wants to play, start getting them in now and I'll roll for you as well. Right, so Ben has come in with a 17-19 score. 17-19 score. Ben scored a point last week because the game was postponed and I gave out bonus points. And so therefore Ben scored points last week, which I'm sure he'll be happy with. I'm sure Ben will be extremely happy that he scored bonus points last week. Right, so Ed M flip flop 0-1. Does that mean you've already given me a score and now you're changing it, Ed M? You certainly did. 0-1, which I've now changed. Bye all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, matey. Okay, clueless, but 2-0. So this is in the South African League. This one, Stacey. 3-month membership badge. She says, thank you, Jose, for all your hard work. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, no problems at all. Right, so who am I missing on this? Am I missing anyone here? Yes. Haven't got a score for David Clark yet. David Clark, once I get yours, I can then move on. Although Mr. M hasn't given me a none for a last couple. So David Clark, I'm missing you and I can roll back for everybody else. Right, let me just make sure that I haven't got David Clark's here. Mr. Clark, are you around and have you put a score in? Yes, you have. Mr. Clark says 3-1. So I have you, Mr. Clark, at 3-1. You're done. You're in. I think I've got everybody up until now. Like I said, I'm missing Mr. M for the last two. But for my score prediction, I've gone for, I don't know, who's playing again? Right. Super Sport 1, Magasi 0 is what I've gone for. 1-0 for me. Right. So now we are rolling back for. So this is for Vindaloo, Richard, Mikey, Darren, Colin, Ben, and Stacy. Right. I'm rolling back for you guys. And for you, it's Arsenal versus Everton. And anybody wants to play at the moment, anyone that wants to play at the moment, you're more than welcome to start joining now. This is the start of the predictions. Again, it's Arsenal versus Everton is what I need from you people. So again, that's for Vindaloo, Richard, Mikey, Dazza, Colin, Ben, and Stacy. Right, so Ben is the first one in with a 7-9. Let me see where Ben is here. Better hope no games get called off, Ben, because otherwise you're scoring points again. Mikey Romero says 2-0. Mikey Romero says 2-0. Vindaloo says 3-0. Vindaloo says 3-0. Yes. 4-0 says the mum overlord. Stacey, I hope you're well, my darling. I hope you're well. Richard says 4-0. Richard says 4-0. Hotspur says 3-1. And it's two sides there. Where's two sides of a pitch? Two sides of a pitch. Who's that? So dancer, 4 months. Ben vouchers. Thank you, Jose. I'm off to go and get the kids some tea. Have a lovely weekend with your children and with your family, Si. Thank you for taking part. Roundtable Talks, join us. Good evening, Nick. Right, well, let me find you and I'll add you to this. Roundtable Talk. Where is Roundtable Talk? Roundtable Talk. Roundtable Talk. And Colin, where are you, mate? I'm rolling this back round and I don't know where you are. So it's 2-1 says Roundtable Talk. So I need Colin to come in and give me a score. Give me your score, Colin. Custom Spoons, take care, matey. Thank you very much for coming back to play. It's very, very much appreciated. I wish you all the very best for this weekend, and I hope you do well in your predictions. Colin, are you around? Colin, I ain't got a clue where Colin's gone. But Tot Spurs has gifted out 5 channel memberships. I've only just seen just now. Thank you very much, Darren, for your generosity. Your ones have gone out to 2 sides of a Spurs pod, which is Colin. They've gone out to the Sheriff, which is Mark. They've gone out to Tot Spurs. They've gone out to Roundtable Talk. And they've gone out to Scott Colliver. So, and I think that you've already had a thank you from Nick. Nick's already thanked you for it. Colin was around somewhere, so I don't know whether Colin's about, but he should be giving me a score. Nita's here. She says 3-1. Good evening, Nita. Let me get you into the show. I don't know where Colin is, but Colin, he was here a minute ago. Right, Colin, we're on the first game. You've been gifted a channel membership, by the way, as well. I've just put it on screen. Tot Spurs has gifted you a channel membership. Nita, we're on the first game. It's Arsenal versus Everton. Nita's just joined us as well. So I need Nita and Colin and anybody that's starting to play now. I need your scores. Nita, you've gone for 2-1, I believe. Nita's gone for 2-1, I believe. Yeah, 3-1, sorry. 3-1 for Nita. Colin, give me your score for this game. 1-1. Okay, I've got you, Colin. 1-1. So yeah, so thank you very much. To a couple of people have seen Hotspur given out this memberships and have thanked him already. So that's the person that you need to thank for gifting you the memberships. With that being said, I'll move on to the second game. This is again for the same people that are playing at the moment. The second game is Liverpool versus Fulham, and that's for Vindaloo, Richard, Mikey, Dazza, Colin, Ben, Stacey, Nick, Nita. No worries, Graham. Take care, mate. Take care. Results show will be next Tuesday because there's a game on Monday night. So the results show won't be on till next Tuesday. So just to let people know, manage your expectations. And Jose is off now, work for 3 weeks. Happy Jose. Happy Jose Day. 3-1 for Mikey Romero. 4-1 for Colin. 2-2 for Vindaloo. She was here a minute ago. 2-2 for Vindaloo. 5-0 for Stacey. Go on, Stace. Come on, girl. Stacey can see goals. Nick's going for a 2-1. Nick's 2-1. Daz 3-0. Rich 3-1. Yes, Adrian, I am playing football tonight. So I'm missing Ben and Nita. Ben and Nita, what are your scores for Liverpool versus Fulham, Ben and Nita? I am playing football tonight, Adrian. I certainly am, mate. Nita and Ben, do you have a score for Liverpool versus Fulham, please? Nita says 3-1. So Nita's coming in with 3-1. So it's just Ben. And can I remind you, people that are leaving the show, if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button. It don't half help out. Not done too badly today with a bit of the like button. I think we've got 43 likes tonight, so that's not bad. 43 likes. We've probably had more than that in the show as the show's gone on, but some people might just not be here to do the predictions. Some people have been watching for a while and haven't taken part. So Ben is not around, I don't think, because Ben's not giving me a score at the moment. So with that being said, I move on for the same people again, and we move on to game number 3 of the week, which is Newcastle versus Leicester. What say you with Newcastle versus Leicester? Colin says Jose's going to score a double hat-trick tonight. Colin, I fear not, because Jose has been injured for the last 7 weeks and is carrying an injury that's making it difficult for him to play football. But still shows up every bloody week, 3 times a week, to try and just get some exercise in. Next week, it will be probably my last week of football, and then I'll be doing some low impact stuff during the time that I'm off, like going for big long walks, but low impact, so I don't get any worse than what I am. But I will go again tonight. I scored 2 on Monday. I scored 1 on Wednesday. So let's see what tonight brings. Spurs 2-1. Nick 2-1. Two sides. Colin 2-2. Ben 8-10. Right, Ben, I'm missing 1 score for you, mate. So Ben, just for you, we're missing the Liverpool Fulham game, please. Raw is 2-1. And do I have Vindaloo's here? Vindaloo's 2-1. So yeah, I just missed Ben's Liverpool one. Was it Liverpool? Yeah, it was Liverpool versus Fulham for Ben. Right, that I've missed. The next game is Wolves versus Ipswich. Ben called me sorry, 2-2. Why? There's a Daigle there. There's a Daigle. Yeah, it's just life, mate. Just getting old. What it is, Colin. Just getting old. yeah, the injuries get worse and they take longer to recover from. But I will soldier on. I've put on loads of weight. I just need to get exercise in me again. And not having work is probably going to help me out, which means I can get up and I can go for the walks. As long as I've said to people, I don't mind putting up with the cold, but I'd rather it not rain. But if it did rain, I would still go out and I'd still do me walking because it's low impact. I'm not old. You're fucking joking, and you're trying to kid. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You want to stay off that rolling stuff because yeah, I know how old I am, mate. 2-1. 2-1. So I'm missing the score from Ben, Totspurs, and Richard. Ben, Totspurs, and Richard. Daz is coming in with a 2-1. Where is Daz? 2-1. Nita 3-2. I got Nita 3-2 Newcastle. You've already given me a score for Newcastle. You gave me 2-1, Nita. Are you changing it to 3-2? Is that what you're saying to me? Because you'd already given me a score. You gave me 2-1, Nita. Do you want to keep it as 2-1 or do you want me to change it to 3-2? Richard, I'm missing your score for this game, Wolves versus Ipswich. Where was I born? I was born in Westminster Hospital in Westminster, which is in London. Newcastle. No, for Liverpool, Fulham, you gave me 3-1, Nita. You gave me 3-1, 3-1, 2-1, 2-1 is what you've given me so far. I can change the Newcastle score to 3-2. That's what you want me to do. But you had given me 2-1 for that. You gave me 3-1 for the Liverpool game against Fulham. 2-2 now. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with 2-2. Right. Which score do you want as 2-2, Nita? And I'll put it in there. I'm a 68 baby, Nick. A 68 baby. So I'm 56 and a half years old now. My birthday's in July, middle of the year, so I'm 56 and a half. Or I will be at the end of this month. At the end of this month, I'll be 56 and a half. Nita, I don't know which score. Who do you want me to put down as 2-2, Nita? Because then I can move on. Just tell me the 2-2. So far, you've given me 3-1, 3-1, 2-1, 2-1. Which one do you want as the 2-2, Nita? Or do you want me to leave them as it is so far that you've given me? Because I've put them in as you've given me. Colin says my mum's older, therefore you're not old. Yeah, but your mum don't play football. July the 30th, that is my birthday. It was 2 years to the day that England won the World Cup, Nick. England won the World Cup on the 30th of July 1966, and I was born 2 years after. Yes. Yeah, 2 years after I was born. Yeah, your birthday's the same day, mate. So there we go. Right, I'm moving on to the next game for the same people. The next game is Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa. Not Ricky Villa, Aston Villa. How do you know if she plays? Also, my mum is the 31st. Right, the reason why I know is because you told me that your mum don't play. You told me yourself, unless you were lying to me, you told me your mum don't play football. You know, I'm only going by what you said to me. And you've told me that your mum doesn't play. You told me that ages ago. But, you know, if she plays now, then all well and good. All well and good. I'm all for people exercising. I'm all for people doing any form of exercise. Vindaloo 2-2. I've got Vindaloo. Top Spurs 2-2. Stacey 2-2. God, there's a lot of copy and pasting going on here. Who was that? That was Tot Spurs at 2-2, weren't it? 2-2 for Tot Spurs. Mikey Romero 1-2. Mikey R. Romero 1-2. Did I get one for Rich and Ben and Nick? Nick's gone for 1-2. So I've got Nick. Rich has gone for a 2-all draw. So it's just Ben K. Is he changing it up or not changing it up? I don't know. Wolves, you've gone for 2-all draw. Okay, so the Wolves game is a 2-all draw. Okay, I'll change that for you now, Nick. Done. 2-all draw. Ben 5-1. There we go. Good old Ben. Right, the next game we go on to for the same people again is the M23 derby between Brighton and Crystal Palace. The M23 derby for Brighton versus Crystal Palace. There we go. We've got Nick 1-2. Nick with a 1-2. Mikey Romero with a 2-zip. Stacey with a 1-0. Ben Kaufman 1-9. 1-9. Richard 2-1. Colin 1-1. Who else we got? Hotspurs 3-2. Dazza. Oops, sorry. Dazza 3-2. Vindaloo 1-1. And Nita 2-1. Right, Vindaloo, you are in, mate. You are in. Make sure you hit that like button before you leave, Vindaloo. But you are in. So apart from Vindaloo that you are now done, the next game for people is the Manchester Derby. It's City versus United. City United. I think Nick's coming first. Nick's coming first with a 2-1. 2-1 for Nick. A 9-all for Ben. Ben 9-9. Carlin 1-2. Mikey R 3-1. Mikey R, you are done. Like button on your way out. You're in. Vindaloo, have a great weekend, mate. Oh, I'm gonna tip this to City 0, City 0-1. So Manchester City 0, Man United 1, yeah? That's what you're going for, Stacey. Right, 0-1. No, Mr. M, you're missing 2 scores, mate. I'll come to your 2 scores. If you just hang on, Mr. M, I'll come to them. And when I do, I'll let you know. I'll tell you when to jump in. But I missed 2 scores from you, but they're right at the end. Right, I'm missing. Is Richard giving me a score? Richard, you're now done. Richard, is Nita giving me a score? 2-0. Right, so for everybody, apart from. So, sorry, I'm just going to go. Let me jump to the end for these ones, because then I'll get Mr. M out of the way. So, this is for Nick, Nita, for Nick, Nita, and Mr. M, right? Nick, Nita, and Mr. M, South African League, Super Sport versus Magasi in the South African League. This is for Nick, Nita, and Mr. M. 2-1 for Nick. Mr. M, 2-0. Yeah, Mikey, you're done, mate. You're done. I said to you on the way out, hit the button. So this is just Nita I'm waiting on now. Nita, Super Sport versus Magasi in the South African League. Nita, are you around? Super Sport versus Magasi, South African League. Is it me? No, that's Mr. M. Tigaro, morning, Jose, morning all. Good morning, Tigaro, sir. I hope you're well. Right, the penultimate game, because I don't know when Nita's gone. So this one is for Ben, Stacy, Nick, Nita, and Mr. M. And your game is... Oh, where is the banners? Right, it is the Iranian League, Sepaham versus Persepolis. Sepaham versus Persepolis. Jesse, you didn't miss any. You're in. No, Jesse, you haven't missed nothing. You are in. So Mr. M's going for a 3-2. Right, Mr. M, you're done. Ben K is going for a 0-0. Stacey's gone in for a 2-2. Who else we got? Nita 1-0. And Nick gave me a score, didn't he? Yeah, 2-1, I think Nick said to me. 2-1. Right. We're going to be back on track. I just need Nita to get back on track. I just need your score only, Nita. Just you. For the South African League, it's Super Sport versus Magasi. If you give me that score, Nita, then we're up to date. And I will then be able to catch up with everyone else. So if you give me that then, Nita, then we will move on. No, Colin, I'm going to come to your scores now. In a minute. Right, if I work backwards, right, let me work backwards because it makes it easier so you get the bonus ones out of the way. Right, we're going to the Indian League, Mohammedan versus Mumbai City. Mohammedan versus Mumbai City. And that is for Ben, Stacey, Nick, Nita. 2-1 for Nick. 0-0 for Stacey because Stacey knows this league really well, don't you, Stace? Right, now I'm just missing Ben and Nita. Colin, I've got yours. Just one more game that I've got to go back to, Colin, and then you'll be done. The last one, so I need to get you one more. The game after this, 15-19 for Ben. 15-19 for Ben. And it's just Nita. Okay, I don't know where Nita is. She's missing a couple. Okay, fair enough. You're crazy. Right, so this is the one, Colin, and for the people. So this one is for Colin, Ben, Stacey, Nick, and Nita, right? And it's the game between Real Banjul and the Hawks. This is from the Gambian FA League. 3-3 for Colin. Right, so Colin, all you're missing is the last 3 Premiership games, and then you can send them to me on the stream or whatever. The last 3 Premiership games of the weekend. Nick's going in with a 2-1. Stacey, who also knows this league really well again, is on a 2-1. Stacey was quick coming in with that score. Ben's on a 9-1. And then it's just Nita. Tigara, I hope you're well, mate. Nice early morning for you. I don't know whether you're finishing work or you're starting out your day for work. I'm not just being mean. I just think you're brilliant. So you're so quick on the button that I'm thinking to myself, she's done her homework. She knows the teams. Right. I'm not being mean. Right. So this one, I'm going to go back to normal. It's Chelsea versus Brentford for everybody. Back in again. Chelsea versus Brentford. This is for Daz, Colin, Ben, Stacey, Nick, Nita. And then we're back on track now. Chelsea, Brentford, West London derby. Nita says 0-2. No, I think Nita 0-2 was for the other game. That's fine. Round table, Nick's game were 2-1. Tot Spurs 3-1. 3-1 with Daz. 2-0 for Stacey. You weren't as quick this time, Stacey. You thought about this one? Ben, Colin, Nita. Cheers, Ryan. Take care, matey. Thank you very much. Have a really good weekend, mate. Right. I'm moving on. Southampton versus Tottenham for the same people. Southampton, Tottenham for Daz, Colin, Ben, Stacey, Nick, Nita. So Nita's coming in with a 3-2 for the previous game. Right. Okay. Dogs. Tot Spurs is 1-3. Nick's 1-2. Ben is 2-0. Is this for this game, Ben, or for the previous game? I'm presuming it's for this game. So Ben's missed one. Spurs game. Okay, got you. So Ben, you're missing the Chelsea Brentford game, mate. And the lot Chelsea Brentford. If you think that, Nick, change your scoreline, mate. If you think that's the case, change your scoreline. Ben Kaufman, 4-0. Right. Right, last game. So I'm just waiting on Nita for this Southampton Tottenham, which she'll probably get in a minute because of her phone. But the last game you guys are missing is Bournemouth West Ham. So Nita's gone 3-1. 3-1. Nita's gone in that one. Right, last game for you people is Bournemouth versus West Ham, please. Tot Spurs 2-1. Nope, can't pick against Spurs. My heart can't do it. 2-1. So now I'm just missing Ben, Nita. Ben and Nita. So it's Nita. You're the last person. Bournemouth versus West Ham. 1-3 for Bournemouth versus West Ham. And Nita, the last score. Everyone, you're all in. Thank you very much. But Nita, your last game is that I didn't get. It's Super Sport versus Magasi in the South African League. And then once I've got that, Nita, I have all your scores. And what I'll do just for you, Nita, is I'm going to wrap around and give you the scores again, because I've got a feeling that you're saying that the scores might have come out wrong. Yeah, look, you're saying 1-3 Spurs now. Okay, so you're 1-3 Spurs. Right, Nita, I'll tell you what I've got. Give me the score for this one, Nita. Can you please give me the score for this game here? Super Sport Magasi. And then what I'll do, Nita, is I'll tell you what scores you've gone for, so you can tell me whether they're correct or wrong, or whether your phone has played up. Benita went to college with a beautiful South American girl. Benita, you went to college with a beautiful South American girl named that. Dazza, no, thank you, mate. Thank you, and thank you for sponsoring the show. So thank you for playing catch up, bud. Much appreciated. No, God bless you. Daz, I hope you and your family have a wonderful weekend, mate. And the results show ain't going to be till Tuesday. I've got your 1-3, Nita. I've got that. I just need Super Sport versus Magacy, Nita. One, two, Nita. Right. Okay. So for you, Nita, I'm going to tell you what you've gone for, so you can tell me whether it's right or wrong because you said your phone's been playing up. So just for Nita, everyone else, thank you. I've got your scores. Right. Arsenal Everton, Nita. I have 3-1 from you. You've got Liverpool 3, Fulham 1. You have Newcastle 2, Leicester 1. Wolves 2, Ipswich 2. You have Forest 3, Aston Villa 2. Brighton 2, Crystal Palace 1. Manchester City 2, Manchester United 0. Chelsea 3, Brentford 2. Southampton 1, Tottenham 3. Bournemouth 1, West Ham 3. Real Banjul 0, Hawks 2. Mohammedan 1, Mumbai City 2. Sepaham 1, Persepolis 0. And you have Supersport 1, Magacy 2. Are they your correct scores? They're the scores I have for you. If they have changed, Nita, or you need them changed, just leave them at the end of the stream and I'll go back in and I'll change whatever needs to be changed, yeah? Apart from that, we've got everyone. Matthew missed the last 5 games. And apart from that, who else we got? Finn missed the last 5 games. So, yeah, so well done. So, Nita, if you need to change it, you're going to have to change them after the stream. Look, can I thank everybody very much for being here today? Thank you for joining in the predictions. It's much appreciated. You guys make the show. You also make us all smile with your predictions and the banter that goes on. And I'd like to thank the sponsors of today's shows. So today we had Paul with a 4-month member badge comment, Drula with a 3-month member badge comment, Side Dancer with a 4-month member badge comment, and Daz Totspurs who gifted 5 Tel Cockerel memberships. Thank you very much for your kindness, people, and thank you very much for your friendship and your appreciation in doing this. And the show will be back on Tuesday for the results show. I'm off for work for 3 weeks, so then I might do some more stuff next week and in the weeks that I'm off because it means I've got time to do shows. So until then, just hit the notification bell. Yeah, just hit the notification bell so you know when we're on. And I want to thank each and every one of you. Wish you all a great weekend for yourself and your families. And with that, I'm going to say and sign out as always with "Come on, you Spurs," and in the big Ange, I trust. Take care, everyone. See ya.